On Saturday, September 28th at the Forum in Inglewood, California, Bellator MMA continues the second half of the Featherweight World Grand Prix's opening round. The quest for glory continues as the remaining 8 of the best featherweights in the world enter the cage looking to punch their ticket in the second round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. For fighters, this will be one of the toughest fights of their lives. Not only will they be dealing with the added pressure of the big stage, but they'll also be grappling with the prospect of winning or losing the $1 million cash prize. This will be history in the making. This will prove who is the greatest featherweight on the planet. This is the Bellator Featherweight World Grand Prix, exclusively on DAZN.
This tournament excites you. It gets your blood going. It gets your excitement level to 100. It's not about one fight. It's not about one belt. It's about going with the best of the best and being able to seeing what you have against what all these other guys have. So for me to be in this tournament, I'm so enthused. I'm so excited to show the world that I finally belong as the best featherweight in Bellator history.
There's no other organization with this format. Nobody else is doing it. You know, Bellator had the balls to do it, and all the fighters are ready to go, and we're all pumped.
So Bellator's featherweight tournament is really important, not just to Bellator, but to the world of MMA. I think a lot of the other promotions are going to take notice that fans really love this format, and they're going to start implementing this a little bit more, and I think that Bellator is really setting a precedent here.
What is there not to be excited about when in the course of 21 days, 8 fights, almost all of them 50-50s, are being played out in front of you to create 8 tournament quarterfinalists?
This is a historical tournament, an historical event for the MMA community, and yeah, this is what my dream was when I started participating in martial arts.
You're not going to be the champion with one flying knee or one elbow. You have to defeat a man. Then you have to defeat a man who's already defeated another man. And let me tell you, I looked into the eyes of all 16 of these men. Every single one of them is certain he's going to win this.
Who is going to have, you know, all the tools and the elements to get through this? Because this isn't a single fight. This is multiple fights, and you have to be prepared. Like, this is going to take some serious strategy. This is going to take some serious coaching. This is going to be trusting your coaches, coming up with a very good game plan, sticking to it, and running this like it's a season. You know, you're going to see how these guys are going to be moving through the brackets. You're going to be able to adjust accordingly. You're going to be able to know who you're going to fight next.
The best part of this tournament is the fact that the belt will actually travel with each fight. Meaning if the champion loses his belt in the first round and he's out, the belt goes with the person who took it, and it can continue and continue on. So you won't know. And I think that's, you know, it's one of those variables. It's like a wild card.
For me, it was seeing who was in the tournament. You know, there's so many sharks in our division. I was just looking forward to seeing all those names and seeing who I get to fight. For me, it was a checklist, you know, checklist of who I got to go knock off.
To be honest with you, I had a few sleepless nights, kind of lying in bed thinking, right, I could be fighting this guy, I could be fighting this, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what, pull yourself together, anything can kind of happen, you know what I mean, let's find out who you've got first. And then I remember they sent the contract over, I got a list of names who was going to be in there, and the second I seen the names, even though the guys are world-class fighters, you know, it was just like a big relief off my shoulder. It's the unknowing more than anything, you know, so as soon as I seen the guys, I'm like, all right, these guys are good. We're all mixed into a pot, we're all starting from exactly the same place, we're all starting from a fresh, and it's anybody's title to win, you know.
Everybody has a tough fight. It just makes it exciting. I mean, you're going to see the best of the best go at it, and who's going to become the champ.
E a minha reação foi a mesma das anteriores, a qual participei de alguns GPs, né? Eu sou o maior recordista de GPs do Bellator, o maior número de GPs vencidos foi por mim, e vou vencer mais um. Então, ao saber que no final desse GP teria 1 milhão me esperando, eu fiquei bastante animado com isso. Isso é o que vai me motivar ainda mais, é uma motivação extra.
You start with 15 other men, the very best of the best, and then we get down to 8. And then we get down to 4, and then we get down to 2, and in the end, it is undeniable. You are the best featherweight on planet Earth. For a lot of fighters, they feel like they've earned money that they haven't yet received. You talk to these guys and they see this $1 million as not just sort of the prize of winning this Featherweight World Grand Prix, but as money that they're owed. That through being fighters this whole life, you don't get paid to sleep on the floor of a gym. You don't get paid to fight on the undercard of small promotions in Eastern Europe. You don't get paid for these things. Now they want to get paid. And it's motivating many of them. When you talk to them, they'll say, oh, you know, I'm not thinking about the $1 million. They'll say, I can't think about that. But then you talk to other guys and they're like, I'm gonna be more ornery than you've ever seen. I'm gonna hurt people. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna take it. I've earned it and it's mine. Now you're fighting for a world title and $1 million. This is deeply meaningful to all of these guys.
Winning $1 million is gonna change mine and my family's and my kids' life massively, you know. I had nowhere to live. I've been living on guys' couches, you know. We're fighting all these big battles behind closed doors. I'm out here trying to change my life, change my kids' lives. I feel like I win that. I'm gonna buy a big old house. I'm gonna have my kids, my family, everyone set, everyone straight, you know. So this is it. I'm literally fighting for my kids.
$1 million will change my life tremendously. It'll put me in a position to be able to get the house that I want, you know, open up the wrestling gym that I want to open up, you know, be able to help my family out, you know, the way I want to and provide a life for myself that I envision, you know. If I don't deserve it, then who does?
To win that amount of money, of course, is historical and will mean a lot also for my family because I can support them the way I want to support them, not only my kid, my wife, also my parents, and everyone around me.
It would mean I'm a millionaire. Securing my future, not just for me, but for my family.
I think this $1 million has a different meaning to every single one of these 16 fighters. You ask AJ McKee, and he's like, I'm gonna put my mom in a better house. I'm going to take this money and I'm gonna take it from this man. I'm not going to go out and compete in a martial arts contest. I'm gonna fight that man. I'm gonna hurt him. And that's how he's seeing it. Other guys are looking at it and they have to be free of it because it has so much meaning that they're worried it could get into their way. And that is a very, very real thing. They have to go out there and fight like it doesn't matter, even though it matters. And to be free enough to perform at a high enough level to earn that $1 million, you must be free of that $1 million and not carry it into the fight with you. So there's a fascinating mental dynamic.
Dinheiro é muito importante na vida de uma pessoa, mas o que me motiva realmente não é isso. O que me motiva é meu legado. Acho que $1 milhão vai mudar a vida de algumas pessoas que estão do meu lado. Não estou preocupado comigo, não. Acho que já atingi muita coisa que eu almejava e o mais importante é que as pessoas que eu amo, que estão comigo desde o começo, elas fiquem bem também. Então vai servir para isso.
It'll mean everything, you know. That's some life-changing money, you know. The money up to this point hasn't been really life-changing, you know. It's just been kind of keeping the dream alive and keeping it going. And so this payday is just it's some serious money.
$1 million, you know, it's gonna secure my family, you know, as far as financially. Money is awesome because I don't have to go to work every day. I get to do what my culture calls me to do, and that's to fight. And so money is an added bonus when it comes to fighting.
And it means a lot. It means all the 30 years of driving miles and miles and spending all the money on this and that and just being selfish, because as a fighter you have to be very selfish. Now spending my daughter's birthday with her and just going away out of town, doing this, all the blood, all the surgeries, all that stuff, it will all be paid off and I'll be gone. I'll be like, F this sport, I'm out.
O GP é interessante porque eu estou participando, na verdade, né? Imagina se esse GP não tivesse a minha participação. O quão sem graça seria. Eu acho que todo mundo vem me perguntar, você é campeão e está entrando no GP, isso não faz sentido. Para mim faz sentido. Eu acho que o que me move é desafio e imagine, eu poderia ter escolhido ficar de fora e pegar só o vencedor do GP e lutar contra ele e bater só em um cara em vez de estar batendo dentro do GP e ter que bater em todos eles. Então, para mim, esse é o desafio, ser agora a melhor forma da minha carreira, ter 2 cinturões e botar isso em cash. Então, para mim, isso aí não tem desafio maior.
It puts me where I wanted to be at the end of my career as far as my legacy, it'll catapult me to that position right away. And then I get to have more future fights and more big name fights. And but this tournament alone, man, I'm telling you, so many great fighters in there. It's gonna catapult my career to automatically make it a legacy.
For people who think, oh, he's a bit of a dark horse and maybe this, maybe that, people don't know the score, you know what I'm saying? I should be one of the favourites to win this This is exactly where I belong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not coming in here just to do well. I'm coming here to dominate every put in front of me. I feel like by the end of this, and I'm working away with the world title and the milli in my hand, I feel like all the Bellator fans will know exactly who I am and know I'm a serious contender.
I have a long history with Bellator. I fought twice for the title, was very close, and this is what I worked for my entire career.
I don't care who's in front of me or what's in front of me. Like my biggest problem, my biggest fear is myself. 7 zeros is what I call it. 6 zeros for $1 million and 1 0 at the end of my 14, soon to be 18-0 record. So for me, the tournament, it's $1 million.
Just when I first started fighting, I couldn't even afford gas to put in my car. So I had to drive around, I had to drive a scooter for like 2 years. It was cold, raining, didn't matter. I had to dip in my scooter to training and, being laughed at by everybody. And, that was just part of the grind, I wasn't fazed by it. I just knew. I knew where I was going to be. I knew where I was going, so.
Whenever you talk about the athlete Darian Caldwell, that's competing in a 145-pound weight class, you're going to get the best guy in the world. You're going to get the world-class caliber athlete. The wolf is coming for all you guys.
This is it, man. This is $1 million. There's a belt on the line. There's 16 guys that are hungry like I am, and I'm just looking to go out there and kill them all.
Eu, como duplo campeão, né, campeão peso pena e campeão peso leve, me coloco numa situação muito de risco entrar nesse GP. Então, para mim, vencer esse GP vai ser um desafio grande. Apesar de eu não estar com pressão em cima de mim, eu sei do risco que isso tem. Então, vencer esse GP vai cravar de vez e dizer assim, não, o Patrício aqui é o cara que fez a diferença. Ele está na posição onde ele não precisava se arriscar. Ele podia simplesmente esperar o vencedor aqui lutar para fazer apenas uma defesa, mas ele vai colocar o título em jogo toda vez que ele lutar dentro do GP. Então vou correr risco várias vezes, não precisava fazer isso. Então isso vai ser muito importante no meu legado, né? Fazer uma coisa que eu não precisava e ainda mais ter êxito nisso. Para mim vai ser muito importante. E vocês lutadores que estão me esperando nesse GP, se preparem, vou passar por cima de todos vocês.
Bellator Featherweight World Grand Prix, September 28th, Inglewood, California. Catch it all live on DAZN. And enjoy the hostilities, my friends.